Good evening. It's the 5th of January, 2024, and we kick off another edition of the shit show. And I'm going to give you a flashback to something I haven't covered, that occurred in December. And here's a big dose of it. What we got here, we got Clay Atkinson and a bunch of cowards. These men sit here and let the mayor and Clay try to run all over Amy Heblin and intimidate her into changing her vote. I'm not even going to go through the damn mayor's comments because they're cowardly in general, because he wants to cave to Mr. Barker because they're obviously buds. Hey, listen, no matter what kind of bullshit speech you pulled, Mayor, or what Clay says, and I want you to watch the disrespect that Clay fosters toward an elected official. Clay's not been elected to anything. He's just been handed permission by Defuniak and Paxton and Freeport and the BCC to rape all our pockets and to wreak havoc in our local government. Everything leads back to the word Atkinson. Just remember that. So without further ado, I want you to listen to how this person who's supposed to be paid for with the people's money tells the people's representative, just listen to him for yourself. Here we go. Clay, run that mouth.
I understand you say 2 weeks for advertising between the first meeting and the second reading.
At least.
So okay, at least, but what is I'm just meaning in days. Is it
well,
like
do you want to answer or not, Councilwoman? You just asked that.
No.
Do you want the answer or not, Councilwoman? You smart-ass, bald-headed penguin. You haven't earned anything except through your butt crunch and butt munching friends and your parents, your father, and other connected people. We don't need this kind of government in America anymore. This is lawyers and developers in control of government. And Tony Valley's in this upcoming meeting, he's going to try to skip around the city charter. You POS, Tony Valley. Do you see his little wormy nose showing up at county meetings? I guess he's come down there to butt snorkel Danny Glidewell. And who knows, because Danny goes to all these city meetings, but Danny don't live in the city of Defuniak. What's he doing with his head up Defuniak's ass? He's trying to help Mike Barker get hired, who's unqualified and quit enough jobs to choke a horse. If you haven't seen the Defuniak Herald Times advertisements and you haven't watched Mike's deposition interview, you'll know he's not qualified for this job, and he's not experienced at anything except quitting, just like when he was county commissioner. But continue your smart-ass rant against an elected official, you bald-headed attorney. Go ahead, Clay.
I don't understand the problem. But the very simple fact is,
disregard. I didn't mean for this to be
council members, we have a statute. We have specified what it is. If you'd like to know the exact time frame, I can give you the exact time frame starting Monday the 1st.
She told him to disregard. She's the one that asked him a question, and Clay says, I'm just going to tell everybody what I want to anyway, because that's what I do. Anything I want without challenge. I'm an Atkinson. Keep on. Go ahead, Clay.
Local paper is published once a week. If you tell me to incur the additional cost of Kobe, I'm sure you can confirm, we avoid the daily news, which is run daily because the much higher advertising cost. That has been this since well before the policy. So for me to give you the amount of days in advance of meetings, the advertising dates and papers get to add those days and correctly lay them out. That's what I said. If you give me a moment, I'll gladly do it on a calendar.
Clay's just trying to cover up for his little fit there, and everybody knows it. He wants everybody to forget he just went off on her.
But what they ask was to set those things, it's all based around when they have to do it. So 6 months, you'll give me a moment, I'll gladly do it. That's okay, but it's not as simple as you get to pick the date, Councilwoman, and I don't understand why that's a challenge.
I second having it match the existing ordinance as it is today. So it's now if we're going to do anything else.
So basically, they just swept it all under the table. The dude up here next to the chairman, he's wondering if he could fart some more dust. He ain't got nothing to add to the city's conversation. Clay's running the show. They've hired Barker the quitter, and how many jobs he's had is ungodly. He doesn't meet the educational requirements, and yet the mayor slobbered all over him like he was God's gift. We don't need this kind of government. Also, the crap that's going on at the BCC is just as bad. We need everybody to show up to the BCC. Have you had enough of this government? Supposedly the BCC has spent almost $4 million on the golf course. That's more than they spent on every other park and ball field probably in the whole county. Does your kid not have a ball field? Well, maybe you should take your kid to the bar in Defuniak Springs that's funded with taxpayer money. Who needs ball fields when you've got bars? That's just how stupid this county is. How far up their rectum that this city council has shoved their head up and say, you don't live there? Well, look, we understand the connection between Defuniak, Clay, the county, the sewer systems, and where our money's going. And this is how the government, these are the same kind of people that can't close a border down in Mexico. These are Democrats wearing conservative clothing. That's what these people are. So when you get tired of this mess right here, and these kind of people that don't understand what good government is, then we've got to show up in 2024. The mess going on with Tony Anderson, and you look at the agenda, what's on there? Mike Barker shouldn't be in government. He's already quit. He sure can't manage anything. He's mismanaged his whole career. Danny Glidewell, and Boots is breaking policy. What are you thinking, Boots? Are you just cutting your own throat? Supposedly, Commissioner Johns wanted to put stuff on the policy. Hold on just a second. So supposedly Commissioner Johns tried to put some stuff on the agenda and Chairman Boots wouldn't let her, even though we've got an adoption of policy and procedure that say any commissioner can put something on the agenda. But you know who did get to put something on the agenda? Tony Anderson. His aide loaded it, and Tony wants to neuter where nothing can happen until he gets rid of his plan to fire Quinn, the county administrator. Now, Tony's being driven by the developers. Donna wants to be able to fire some of the aides. And here Tony's aide doesn't want anybody to be fired. Why? Is it your aide, Tony, that's about to be fired? Why is it you don't want anybody hired or fired until after the 23rd when you can work on your plan, Tony, to fire the county administrator, as you said, without cause? You have no good cause to fire him, except that you and Danny have sabotaged him, Tony, right? So Donna can't say what she wants. Boots is going to neuter her. But here's one of the other culprits. He was passing information, wasn't he? Who were you giving it to, Robert or Chaz, Danny? Which one got the videos of the county that were altered of Quinn Robertson? By who, Chaz and Robert? Shouldn't Robert be thrown off the planning board, Danny, for conspiring to do these kind of things to county employees and public officials? Weren't you conspiring to set up Donna? What's going on with you, Danny? What is it?
Oh, God.
This is what I see.
It's Freaky Friday.
That's right. Tomorrow's
My
Friday.
God, I feel myself getting stupider. Holy crap. Look at all this corruption. Save us all. Good Lord, get me out of here.
So you just remember this on the Alan Osborne Show. You can't make this shit up, and this is the problem right here. And there's still the problem. And where Boots is going to land, who knows? But if Boots votes to fire Quinn and Brad votes to fire Quinn, we might as well have kept Barker as now have Boots and Brad up there. This is ridiculous what's occurred, and this is Tony trying to butt snorkel every developer and Danny just trying to cover up the truth no matter what the cost. What will Bootsy do? What will you do, Boots? That's the question, and we're all going to be there, and all the counties should show up to see what Boots does. Will Boots lead us, or will we laugh at what Boots does again? You can't make this shit up on the Alan Osborne Show, but you can unelect it, and it's time. Our country's falling. The borders are falling, and the Constitution is being pissed on by people like this. Let's put a stop to it on the Alan Osborne Show. We'll see you next time. We'll see you after Monday and Tuesday. Look at what they did to Miss Hevlin in Funiac. That's how this county is, and it's time to get rid of the Atkinsons in control. That's the way it was. Y'all keep them straight, because you can't make this shit up.